have more zing to it, you're going to have more dissonant intervals. The more dissonant intervals, obviously, is going to make it sound more dissonant. 9/7 and seconds are using the greater dissonance extension. So if you look at the first one here, okay, and the second one, 5 notes, I have 3 dissonant intervals. And then 6 notes, 5 dissonant intervals. And 7 notes, 7 dissonant intervals. And then I can just double that an octave higher on top of it. And then that is the number of doublings. And then another thing to consider is the distance from the top to the bottom, right? The greater the distance between the top and bottom notes, the more opportunity there is to include doublings, obviously. Right? And therefore create a powerful sound. A distance of 3 octaves and a minor 6 made it possible to include the 9 doublings in the previous example. So I had 5 saxes, okay, and then trumpets, trombones. So you can affect the timbre of it. Obviously, if you change in, like they have here with flutes and clarinets, bass clarinet, you can have different timbres and different sounds you can play around with. Okay. Let's listen to, just for a second, example 28.
That is for 4, 4, 5, 5. Okay. So if you look at this, this is, you combine the trombone with the 4 saxes to create 5-part spread voicings. So the trombone is becoming part of the sax section. And then the trumpets play the melody in unison. So 3 trumpets are playing it in unison, that's it. So this is what it sounds like. That's one way of doing it. So what was their technique? They put the melody in unison with three trumpets, and they made a 5-part spread, obviously with a trombone as part of the sax section, okay? It's one way of doing it.
So what is the root?
The root is being played by the baritone sax. Right here. Second line.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
So that being said, when you have spreads, the root needs to follow the chords, right? Okay. Next one, 5-part spread. Now this one, an inactive melody, very important, is concerted using 5-part closed voicings in the brass above the foundation of 5-part spread voicing. Okay. So if you look at that, we're using 2 techniques. We're using spread, and then on top of that, we're using 5-part closed, which is just doubling the melody, voicing the melody mechanical voicing, and just doubling it an octave lower. That's what they did with the 3 trumpets and 2 trombones, right? I'll play it on here, then I'll play the piano. Very, very rich sound. Okay. 2D writing. Okay. So if you've ever written a concerted passage for active lead line with lots of 8th notes and 16th notes, spread voicings are impractical. Being full and bottom heavy, they are not suited for quick movement. But if you have a 2D line, like here, You can use them as supportive voicings. Now, if you look at this, you have the trumpets and trombones in octave unisons, and the saxes are doing the 5-part spread. Works really well. Now, if you look at the spread voicing, the alto saxophone, what's unique about it? If you in relationship to the trumpet melody, what's happening? It's kind of out of the way, right? If the alto sax played a C, like higher up, close to the melody, he's going to get in the way. If I did this, that's the original. If I did this, then he's going to be a little bit distracting. He's going to step on that a bit, right? So when you do these voices, you want to have some distance or be cognizant of why you're so close to the melody. You don't want to be, right? Okay. Okay, then here, the next example, page 69, we have 5 saxes, 4 trumpets, and 3 trombones. In this example, the alto and tenor saxophones play the melody in octaves, while the baritone sax joins with the brass section in 8-part voicings. Spreads. Good. Let's listen to that one. Very different sound. Okay. So something. We'll go into more detail next week in this stuff, but for now. Bring this in next week, okay? Yeah, okay, so your homework for Tuesday is this thing here, right? Well, I'm going to give you guys. Make sure you finish it for Tuesday. It's super important because Thursday I'm going to use for catch-up to cover all of the extra stuff I need to talk about. All right. Okay, any questions so far? Wait a second.
It's all good. Please.
Oh, sweet.
Any other questions there? No? Okay. All right. See you later. How's it going?
There's an accident.